Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Skillathon, place where you learn how do you build your communication skills, people skills, and a mindset to be a competent programmer. Okay, so Masai School always believes in holistic learning. Apart from your core technical skills, either the coding and the data structures algorithm, we also spend time to build your communication skills, people skills, and mindset. Together, we call it as soft skills. It is built under the program called Skillathon. Okay, quickly, let's start. Can you please use the chat box and type some of the logos which you're able to identify? What are these logos? What do they mean? Obviously, the first one is a no-brainer. Anyone and everyone would know this. Quickly type. Let's see how many of you are able to figure out. Okay, WhatsApp, Pinterest, Facebook, Telegram, Twitch, good. LinkedIn, yes. Insta, okay. Twitter, Viber, okay, good, fantastic. Now, why am I sharing this with all of you? Why am I sharing this? I'm sharing this because these platforms help you to build your online presence. Some of them are very, very important for you as a professional, right? So today's topic is all about building your online presence. Today, if you are not in online, it is as good as you are not available to many people who are looking for talent. So truly, you must use some online platforms to increase your presence. Now, the fundamental question that we need to answer even before we move forward is, why do we need to have a professional online presence? Because this why has to be very strong, because many people still think that, no, yeah, I don't want to be on online. You are perfectly fine to take a call, but please take a call after understanding in today's sessions. Today's session is all about why you must have an online professional presence, how it is going to help you in your career. What are the 2-3 minimum online presence you need to have so that you can build your brand accordingly. So let's start with that. Your online presence can show who you are, help build trust and credibility, show that you are passionate about something, whatever you're doing, and make you stand out from the pack. Right? If you look at resume today, all resume look the same, isn't it? Most resumes are cut and paste a framework, and then you fill in some content into it. But your online platform can be the differentiator. It's also a networking tool. Now, what do you mean by networking? See, today everything is a connected platform, right? So ability to connect using any of those social platforms will help you to connect with decision makers and influencers. Building an online presence takes time. It is not built overnight. So many people think that, TK, let me join LinkedIn and Twitter and create it. Doesn't work that way. It is more like a marathon. It has to be built brick by brick, day by day, post by post. Only then it is possible to build your online professional. But if you start building it today, right, the right way, I'm going to give you some guidelines, some tools, some methodology, what to do and what not to do. And slowly you build your online presence over a period of time. You will see that you will be able to come across as a influencer and create impact. Okay, so that's the whole idea. It is. So once again, some of all your social media activity is truly a reflection of a collective brand. So manage it with a purpose. So every platform has a purpose. And today we are going to cover those 3 platforms. As a developer, you must be there. Okay, so your behavior on those social media becomes your brand and builds your reputation. So once again, what kind of behavior you demonstrate on that platform? It is not just creating, you need to be active. That doesn't mean that every 1 hour you need to make a post, not necessarily, but at least once a day, if you can spend 10 to 15 minutes on that platform, it will enable you to build your profile. Okay, so the objective is all about building and elevating your online presence. So today, there is no question that whether you should be or not, right? It's the question of how do I build my online presence? And I foresee next 3 to 5 years time, just like we have a mobile phone with a number, all of us will have a website. Anything and everything about that person will be seen on the website. Already many of you guys are building it, but I think probably it will become a mandatory. A person without a website is like, how would you say if somebody doesn't have a mobile number, an adult without a phone and a mobile number, right? So that is how it is going in that direction. So there is a plethora of social platforms. Here, I'm going to discuss about 3 professional social platforms that you must be in. Obviously, the first one is LinkedIn, the second is Twitter, and the third one, which is going to be very powerful, is your ability to blog. Okay, so Twitter, LinkedIn, and blog. So let me quickly take a chat message here. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Type me. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Type me. Okay, so close to 40 as of now. Okay, 50. Okay, out of 100. Okay, it's slightly moving towards 60. Okay, that's nice. Almost 50% of the batch on LinkedIn. I'm happy. Things are changing, but it's just not being on LinkedIn, creating profile. The question is the profile professional? Are you building your online presence is the question here. How many of you are on Twitter? Please type me. How many of you are on Twitter? Okay. Compared to LinkedIn, Twitter is much lesser. So you're losing out on some good opportunity to connect with influencers in the field. Okay, we'll talk about it. The third one, probably a little tougher one. How many of you blog? How many of you blogs? How many of you are writing blogs? Most likely very few, right? Maybe 5-10 people could be the ones who will be into blogs. But of the 3, the blogging is a little difficult, but doable. But blogging, you're not expected to do every week, right? Even if you do once a month is also good. So let's aim for at least 3 blogs during the tenure at Masai School. 3 to 4 good blogs you must write, and you will have enough opportunities to do that. So Lakshmi is asking, what is a blog? Lakshmi, I will cover it during the session. What is a blog? Okay, so let's move forward and let's start with LinkedIn. Okay, I'm going to start with LinkedIn. I'm going to give you what makes a good profile on a LinkedIn, because creating a good profile is the most important element on LinkedIn, and it is incredibly easy, but people don't follow a process. Okay, they don't know what to do and how to do. We are going to cover that. Then I'm going to cover things around Twitter, and finally, time permitting, we'll do blog. Otherwise, we will connect again next week and do a blog. Is that okay? Are you all okay? So people who are already on LinkedIn, please take my tips today and make it even better. Okay, people who are not on LinkedIn, you must immediately create the profile and make sure that it is top notch. Okay, so let's start. So throughout LinkedIn, I'm going to give an example of my profile. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate my profile. You can go and connect with me if you're interested. And this is exactly that you will see on my profile. Now, many of them confuse resume and LinkedIn, right? Both has a purpose and both has limitations. So it is not a question of LinkedIn versus resume. It is neither or. We need to look at resume and LinkedIn. Okay, because in LinkedIn, you can do much more than resume. I will tell you how we are going to do that. So let's start with this fundamental question. Why LinkedIn is important? Why LinkedIn is important? Can you please go to your chat box and type, why do you think LinkedIn is important? Why do you think LinkedIn is important for a programmer or a developer? You may say that I am not a leadership person, I am not in sales, so I don't networking to increase the reach, connection, professional network. Absolutely. I'm going to talk about more about it as we progress. First and foremost, 87% of recruiters find LinkedIn to be the most effective in finding vetted candidates. And the numbers jumps to 90% for recruiters under 45 years of age. Now, this is something that you must know. And if your profile is not top notch, first of all, if you're not there, then you're out of the radar. And even if you're there, if your profile is not top notch, then you're missing out. 87% of the recruiters find LinkedIn very attractive, and 90% say more than 45. So the first starting point is getting onto LinkedIn is two-step process. All you need to do that, go to linkedin.com, create a profile. You need an email ID, and then you create one straight away, right? Now, that is not we are talking about today, that anybody can do it. We're talking about you're optimizing your LinkedIn profile for a successful job search, not only successful job search, but also creating an online presence using LinkedIn. So let us start. Why LinkedIn? It is a fantastic database. Do you know LinkedIn has 750 million registered users? That's a big number. 750 million globally, right? Out of that, India and USA are the largest LinkedIn users. USA has 171 million and India has 74 million LinkedIn users. 57% of LinkedIn traffic is mobile. It could have gone up in the recent months even higher. 90% of the recruiter already used for hiring talent. I've already told that. There is both a free version and a premium version. But trust me, free version can take care of 99% of your requirement. Only if you're proactively reaching out and you want to use as a recruiting tool or as a lead generator and connecting and sales navigator, then you need a premium version. Otherwise, free version is good enough. I use a free version. Okay, now what I'm going to do is at the end of the section, you will find these links coming. Now, each of these links gives you more detail on that section. Okay, so this entire LinkedIn and Twitter, I will give you the summary in a PDF. Wherever you have that link, I want you to go and explore, get more depth of knowledge. Are you all with me so far? Are you all with me? Just type yes. Okay, fantastic. So I don't want to spend any more time discussing whether you should be on online presence or not. It is a must. Okay, now the question is, how do we optimize the profile and how do we make it effective is the question. So let's move forward and let's discuss it. Now, what does LinkedIn does for you? First and foremost, it is a professional landing page. It's a professional landing page to manage your personal brand. Your LinkedIn profile is a great way to let people know who you are, what you stand for, and what you are interested in. Your LinkedIn profile will be your personal storyboard where people can find you, stay updated on your activity. Your LinkedIn profile is fully visible to LinkedIn members who have signed on to the LinkedIn. However, you can control what appears on your profile, notifications to your network, and your profile privacy preference is also there. So don't worry, as you keep using, you will get better at it. So don't get intimidated with so much of information if you are a new user, right? Just like a mobile, you'll start exploring and you know what to use and what not to use. Okay, so LinkedIn is a professional landing page to manage your personal brand. Now, few things that what you can do with LinkedIn. If somebody is joined without muting. Okay, you can tap into a powerful job board. You can build your brand. You can research companies and its employees. Now, let's say tomorrow Ritesh is applying for a Paytm job or a ShareChat. You can go to the LinkedIn page of ShareChat, or there you can research, or you can look out for people who are working in ShareChat or Paytm and connect with them and figure it out. So much information can be got. You build your network. I think right in the beginning, somebody suggested you can maintain your contacts and you can stay up to date with the industry and domain news. So there are a lot of advantages being on LinkedIn. Now, let's start. How do we create a strong LinkedIn profile? The stronger the profile, the better your online presence is. And LinkedIn is one of the most important online presence you need to have. So let's start. First, there are hundreds of pointers that needs to be given, but I'm going to give you 10 tips for creating a great LinkedIn profile. Remember, little things don't mean a lot. They mean everything. So little things done properly, your profile will be a top-notch profile. So let's start with the first one. Add a professional profile photo. This is the first thing that you need to do in LinkedIn. Profile photo is very important, and a professional one, not the ones like you put on Facebook, not looking up, not looking some different street. It needs to be something like this. It need not be like a passport photograph, but it needs to be really professional. Okay, now few things that you need to take care. I'm going to give you my personal example, what I have done. A good profile photo builds your credibility of your profile. Second, you can also add a background. What is the background I'm referring to? The background is this. This is the background. Now you can put whatever background which is appropriate. Generally, I would recommend you to put something related to your profession. Probably you can put something coding at the background. Just look for coding images or a web development images so that it resonates. The moment anybody looks into it, let's say it is Mansi Garg, Mansi Garg, and similar to she's a web developer and it looks like that. Okay, so make sure that you have a background. The third one that I will give you a link. How do you create tips for picking the right LinkedIn profile picture? Please go through that. There is a checklist. Make it neat and clear. So look at my profile pic. Carefully I've chosen. It is not very formal. It is not too casual. It resonates with what I am. Are you all with me so far? Have you got the first point? Mansi Garg, sir, paste link on Skillathon. Why do I paste? I will paste all of them. Don't worry. The entire thing, all the links, I will paste one by one. I don't want to do it now. At the end of the session, I will paste all the links. Okay. That's the first professional photo. The second one, your headline has to stand out. Now, what is this headline? This is your headline. This is your headline. What am I saying? Co-founder and senior vice president, Masai School, transformation in education. I'm part of EduTech. I also run the Skillathon, which is a workplace skills. Now, this is like a punchline about you. So you have your photograph scene first. I have the background, which resonates with me, what I am doing, right? Then it gives me the headline. That's very important. So your headline is created. Your headline is created when you add your positions to your profile. That can be done, or there are different ways you can write the headline also. Okay, depending upon what you want to state. Now, I'm going to give you a link here, what you can write again on the headline. So point number one is your photo. Point number two is your photo and your background. The second point, second area that you need to work on is your headline standout. Many people don't take care about this. Imagine if I had not put a proper photograph, or some people don't even put photograph. There is no background. They just put the name, how boring it is. So these three things are absolutely important. So let's go to number three. It's all about writing a summary. So if you open my LinkedIn profile, you will see a summary of mine. Now, summary is like headlines. Okay. So if you read it out, Yogesh Bhatt has over 25 years of corporate experience in learning and development, sales and operation across varied industries and geographies. His area of expertise includes strategic partnership and operations, program design and delivery, adapt facilitation skills across sales, workplace skills, and leadership programs. Facilitated 500 plus workshops, 600 plus masterclasses covering 10,000 plus participants across India and overseas. Currently, he is the co-founder and senior vice president at Masai School, responsible for admissions, holistic learning, and NBFC partnerships. Holds a degree in business management and a general management program from IIM Bangalore. He is an accredited master trainer and facilitated by Mercury International Group, France. Masai School is a career-focused coding school. Series A funded edutech startup based out of Bangalore are on a mission to find untapped, underutilized talent, skill them for most in-demand job. Masai School is an outcome-based school, zero upfront fees. Students pay back a portion of their income through ISA after they find high-paying job. Now that is a summary. Obviously, I could write a lot because I've spent 25 years in corporate experience, but even if it is of a 2-paragraph, it is good enough. This is the most toughest part to write the summary. But sit through, carefully draft it, take help of others and draft this summary. Okay. This is very, very, very important. It expresses your mission, vision, motivation, why you do what you do. You can use bullet points if not comfortable with writing paragraphs. Again, I'm going to give you a link how to write a summary. Every 10 tips, I'm going to give you additional reading material that you can go through it. But it requires effort. But once you do it, It will be an impactful LinkedIn resume, LinkedIn profile. In fact, if you go in the market, you ask somebody to create a LinkedIn profile for you, they will charge you as high as 999 rupees or even up to 2000 rupees. Here, I'm giving you all the content for you so that you can make it really a good summary. Okay, so I will send you this link, summaries that we love and how we can boost your own. Okay, so these are very well written, excellent summary, how it looks like. I'm going to give you that example. You can go through it. Next one. The fourth important element is add all your relevant work experience. Now, if you don't have experience, you can add internships. If you don't have internship, then you can leave that blank. People will understand that you're a fresher, but the moment you get a job, please update it. Now, if you look at it, I've added it will always be the latest job on the top, and then it can go down. So if you click and see, you can find the entire work history of mine. Where did I start? What was the role I did? What was the duration? And currently what I am. So you can also add media samples to provide quick access to your work portfolio. Again, there is a link here which can give you more details on your relevant work experience. Add your education, licenses, and certification. Now, this is where all of you will add Masai School. Somebody has written there, I don't have any experience. As I just explained, the Yogesh Kumawat, if you don't have experience, you can add internship. But if you don't have both, it's okay what to do, but never fudge. It's okay, you can leave it blank. Add your education, licenses, and certification. So if you see that, I've added my Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore, Christ University, Bangalore. I've got some licenses, master trainer certification, B2B social selling, embracing change. I've added all this. You should keep profile updated with all your professional experience. In fact, here you can add Masai School, the college that you went to, the school also you can add. At the moment, I didn't add school because it will become too long. So for me, these are the top two education that I have done. So I've kept it there. Okay. Then you can add all the answers, media sample, and provide access to your portfolio if it is required. Yes, sure, you can do that. Like I had worked in DevOps, Mech sales, and now work in Amazon. Yes, you can add there, Vikashit. All those you can add there. Now, there's another interesting section in LinkedIn where you can add media samples. Now, I'm not sure how many of you have appeared in media. At Masai School, I have appeared in media a lot of time. May it be the funding announcement or the acquisition announcement. I did at Times of India event last week. So all these can add as a media sample. So basically, your profile is getting more powerful. So you can add media samples. If you don't have, leave it at it. Not an issue. But if you have something, you can add. Add all your relevant skills. Now, if you look at it, people have added for performance management, business strategy, sales operations, consulting, sales management, management consulting, leadership, training delivery, talent management. These are the people who have endorsed me. People endorse that I have these skills. So automatically, see, look at the difference. In resume, you write. It may be true, it may not be true, but in a LinkedIn, people are endorsing your skills. That is how it becomes more stronger. Now, this is very important. And you're all young, you can build it over a period of time. LinkedIn allows you recommendation from your connection. There are two things, recommendation received, recommendation given. I'll just read out one of Girish Kamath. When I did a program for Aditya Birla Sun Life, he was head HR. So I did one program for Aditya Birla Sun Life as a part of my consulting and a training organization. Look what Girish writes. I know and worked with Yogesh now for the last 2 years on 2 critical projects. Yogesh's exceptional knowledge and passion really stand out. His humility and ability to connect with people with a desire to bring the best in others make him special and stand out from a lot other professionals. Now, this recommendation should come from someone who is in the industry, right? It can add value. It can be from your college principal. It is very good if he can give you, or head of the department, or someone who knows you. And generally, people don't give recommendation just like that. Okay. Now, similarly, see, I've got from Srinivas, who's head of Biocon Biologics, Danielle Murray. Now, she is managing director at Wacker. Wacker is one of the world's largest chemical company based out of UK. Our organization worked with Yogesh in delivery of key account training in a group of our senior sales and marketing managers. He has a natural infectious enthusiasm for his subject and delivers training with energy and commitment. Now, isn't it the proof? It's called a social proof here. Right? So similarly, you can also build, but don't be in a hurry. Even if you have one, it is good enough. Okay. Now, a recommendation in writing recognizes connection. Such could be a business partner. Once you accept a recommendation written by a connection, it becomes visible to your network there. You can also hide recommendation that you think doesn't suit your professional goal. Again, I'll give you a link. You can go through it, read, absorb, internalize. Don't worry. LinkedIn can be changed very frequently. So don't worry if you make some mistakes there. This is important for you. Now, you should get involved with some selected LinkedIn groups. Okay, it could be an influencer, it could be a company, it could be a group or school. If you look at it, I follow Tony Robbins, Nancy Durate, Anant Agarwal. I also follow a school, I am Bangalore. I follow a lot of influencers. But most important, keep SEO, the search engine optimization, in mind. Use keywords and place them in your headline, summary, and experience. Again, I'm giving you more inputs via a link. So these are the 10 things that you should take care. Add a professional photo. Make your headline stand out. Write a good summary. Add all relevant work experience. Add all your relevant education. Add your media samples. Add relevant skills. Request recommendation. Involvement in select LinkedIn groups. Keep SEO in mind. No rocket science, but there is a structure to it. There is a method to it. Little things done well will stand out. Many people created, there is no professional photo. What they put in Facebook and Instagram, which is cool, they put here. Second, headlines doesn't stand out. They don't write summary properly. They just write some experiences. They don't write details about the experiences. They don't add media samples if it is there. They don't add skills. All this is the reason why it doesn't come out well. How to request recommendation? Just follow that link I'm going to give you. Everything is self-explanatory there. Okay, I'm not going into depth here because of lack of time. I'm giving you an overview. Okay, so you have got a LinkedIn profile. Now what? Now, once you have a LinkedIn profile, I'm going to give you a checklist. I'm going to give you a checklist so that it will help you all. Now, since you're all students, we recommend you this headline: Learning MERN Stack, Aspiring Full Stack Web Developer at Masai School, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Okay, now this is a good headline. Or Learning Full Stack Android if you're doing an Android program at Masai School, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Okay, in about page, you can write creative, well-crafted summary, highlight at least 2 tech skills, 2 soft skills, and what you aspire to be. And you can also include your GitHub account in about. You have a GitHub account, right? You can put that in about. So please copy this headline. All the students at Masai School, can you please copy this headline? Learning MERN Stack, Aspiring Full Stack Web Developer at Masai School, Bengaluru, Karnataka. That's a beautiful headline, which is curated for students at Masai School. Okay, so let's move forward. If you look at it, this is Harsh from the previous batch, aspiring Android developer, student at Masai School, Bengaluru, Karnataka. Right? That is the way they write it. That's the way I want all of you to do that. Now, I'm going to share with you a LinkedIn checklist. This is mandatory, and I want all of you to prepare it using this checklist. Okay, let me quickly share with you how does this checklist look. That will help you to give you a guidelines what all that we have done. Just give me a moment. Okay, so this is the checklist, how to create an impactful LinkedIn profile. So 11 areas to focus on to get the profile, and all the links are also given there, which I'll share it with you. This is the checklist that you need to follow. Are you able to see the screen? Yeah, you're able to see the screen, right? So this is very, very important that you're able to follow this. Okay, about section that all checklist I'm giving it to you. So detailed everything is given. So if you follow this checklist, you will be able to really do well. Okay, So that is the first element I wanted to cover here on LinkedIn, and let's move forward from here. So best of luck, and now let's start building a great LinkedIn profile. Okay, any questions here before I go to Twitter? You can use the chat box and type. Any questions here? Most of it are, if you follow the checklist and click the link, it is self-explanatory, but it will take some time. If you can spend half an hour a day in the next 3-4 days, you will be able to. I don't have a GitHub account. Prashant, you must have a GitHub account. GitHub account is like a bank account for a developer. Okay. If any salaried person says, I don't have a bank account, how does it look? What kind of content should we post on LinkedIn? I will explain to you later. First, create a good profile, and then automatically you will know what kind of content you need to post. First, follow. Currently, don't look at getting jobs in LinkedIn because all of you are studying. We'll talk about jobs later on. First, the whole idea today is for you to build an online presence, is to create the profile. Once you create the profile, we'll go to phase 2, wherein which we will see how we can use these platforms to achieve our objective. Yes, you can add national certificate of sports, Vishal. Anything that you can showcase, you can add there. Okay, let's move forward. So the second element that we are going to cover is on Twitter. Okay. As I told you, a percentage of people on Twitter are much lesser, but it is gaining popularity, and Twitter is fun. Trust me. And all of you have smartphones. Please download Twitter app today. Okay. All of you, please download both LinkedIn and Twitter. It should be on your mobile, because you can't expect to log in from your browser on the desktop or a laptop. So please download both and open a Twitter account. Okay, open a LinkedIn account and open a Twitter account for sure. Now let's look at Twitter a little more in detail. Twitter is a social media site, and its primary purpose is to connect people and allow people to share their thoughts with a bigger audience. Twitter helps you to know what's happening in the world and what people are talking about it right now. It has a potential to spark a global conversation. Okay, so let's get deep dive. How do I build Twitter? So it is a great way to keep yourself up to date with news in your niche. What does this word niche means? Whatever area you are in, you can choose. You want to choose web development. You want to choose sales. You want to choose startups. You want to choose specific company. You want to choose whatever area you want. For that area, the news will come, as well as connecting and staying in touch with other people interested in the same things. Okay. Now, this is our student. I've just given an example here. His name is Alind Sharma. Now look at his background. This is what I wanted to show you. The background is something resonate with what he does. Okay. And I want you to create these profiles, and I'll tell you more details as we go on Twitter. Okay. Now the question is whom to follow on Twitter. Now, as I told you, you get a lot of inputs from either a company or a personality that you want to follow. Now, typically, if you want to understand tech, you must follow these people: Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Sundar Pichai, Jeff Bezos, right? All their profile is available, and they share their thoughts, views, and opinion, right? Similarly, you can follow some companies too. Share Chat, if you are keen about the way they are doing, Small Case, Rev Sales, Masai School. You will get all details about what they are planning to do, and that way you get a lot of details on them. I'll just show you my own Twitter profile here. Just give me a moment. Whom are the people that I am following and how it is useful for me. Let me quickly take you to my Twitter profile. Are you able to see? Okay, I'm following Pratik. He has just tweeted about a student, Rajeshwari Subramaniam, who from an assistant professor went on to become a software developer. I follow a sales expert channel. If you go on the top, you will see at home and just go to my profile. This is my profile. You want to follow me, Yogesh Bhatt 17. I've just given a brief about myself, similar to LinkedIn. You can give here. Where am I from? My date of birth is given here. I'm a relatively new to Twitter. Only from 2017, I'm there. I follow this guy called Wala Afshar. Now look at the quote Wala Afshar gives me, right? So I don't know, other day I showed you a video during Scrum. Oh no, part-time students were not there. I showed a video during morning Scrum. Now these guys show many things around that. Adam Grant, I follow Adam Grant. Okay, Pratik, of course, I'm following. Now Pratik, see, yesterday he did an event, he posted here. Similarly, I did an event, I posted here. Right? So you can follow, you can post here, you can get information, what's happening, the tweet, all those details can be easily got. It adds to your information. Okay, so whom do you follow? What, either it could be a company or an individual, is your call. Okay, so let's go back. So you can follow whomever you, at least follow 4 or 5. I'm going to give you some link who are ideal to follow here. So 15 Twitter accounts every web designer should follow. Let me just pull that out for you. And let me share this with you on your Slack channel. This is somewhere I found it very interesting. That's why I'm sharing with you. PT Web 1 and PT Web 2. I'm putting it on Skillathon channel. 15 accounts that you should follow. So let me see who are these people and why you should follow. Let's see that. Let's go there and check why we should follow these people. What is it so special about that? Okay. So Dennis Jacobs, Brad Frost, Jen Simons, at least take 2 of them. At least Dan Coderholm, I think Albert talks about him a lot, right? So like this, you go and figure it out, who are the accounts that you want to follow. So when you start doing this, then you will see that slowly, but for sure, you'll be able to create and content will keep coming to you. And ultimately, your thought process is based on the content that you consume, the people with whom you interact. So that's 15 accounts you need to do. So few things you must be aware about it. One is that Twitter jargons, as they say. The username is your handle, right? They will say, what is your Twitter handle? Now it is Yogesh Bhatt 17 is my Twitter handle. Prat Shukla is Pratik's handle. So when you create an handle, hashtag, immediately preceded by the symbol, mention that others users your name, news feed, trending, notification, profile page, promoted post, tweet at versus direct messages. These are all Twitter jargons. You will learn it. Don't worry. It is very easy to learn. But what are the few things you must do? There are some process called Twitter etiquettes. There are some phases in which you can grow. First, you observe and follow. Don't expect you to start tweeting in a big way. You create an account, follow some people. Every day they will post something or other. Observe followers, feeds, and retweets. Start absorbing. Do this for a month. Now, as you are doing that, there is a button called like, and there is something called retweet. Okay, just like in Facebook, similarly, Twitter also has got like and retweet. Okay, now draft replies mention quote replies. You can do that. Let's say like what I told you right here. If you see what Pratik had done, for Rajeshwari Subramanian. He wrote that from a professor to a software developer. Draft original post. This is phase 3. When you start making content. Original post with photos and videos. That is phase 4. So don't expect to go to phase 4 immediately. It will take time, but eventually you will get there. Okay. So that's Twitter, and I will share with you this entire content, some tips for beginners. I've made it into a PDF file. I will share with you as we progress. Okay. So that's about Twitter that I wanted to share with you. So again, good luck in creating Twitter, and let's go to the last part for the day. It's all about blog writing. So as I told you, LinkedIn, Twitter, there is a structure to it. There is an approach. There is a platform. It is relatively easy if you follow the checklist. Blog writing takes a little bit of more effort, and it is very personal in nature. Okay, so let's look at blog writing. I'll cover as much as possible today. The rest we will cover it in the next session. Now, why do we blog? Now, somebody asked, what is a blog? I'll first show you what is a blog so that you are all aware what is a blog. So let me just move here and show you what is a blog. So let's go to Medium. Medium.com is a good website to blog. It's a blogging site. Okay, so let me just go there. It's Yogesh is my profile. So let's go there. It's been quite some time. I have not gone there. As I told you, blogging is more difficult. Write a story, stats, design your profile, settings, publication, control your recommendation, become a mentor. There are so many things, right? Now, they are called stories, published. Just give me a moment. I think I've changed my settings. Sorry about it. Okay, so let me just go and show you a Medium article, how it looks. So let's say that I want to follow how I switched careers to become a software engineer in 11 months. Somebody has done, Amanda Bullington. She has written a blog. I'm sure many of you can write this blog also. Okay, so she has written a blog, how I switched careers to become a software engineer in 11 months and how you can. Now, this is a blog that she has written. Step 1, step 2. So this is a blog. Somebody asked me, right? What is a blog? What did I learn? So basically, you are sharing your thoughts, process in this. Let me show you in another blog. Powerful career advice from 30-year-old me to a 25-year-old me. Why is everyone quitting their corporate job? Somebody has blogged. How I landed a full stack developer job without a tech degree or a work experience. Somebody has blogged. His own blog is something personal, what you feel. 6 months ago, I got my first developer job as a full stack developer for a startup. I had no relevant experience, no tech degree, not even a year of active coding experience. And yet I managed to land my dream job offer and can today for the first time in my life to say that I love my job. Here is how I did it. Embracing the quarter of life crisis. Lunch that changed my life. He's writing his own story, right? The text that cost me $6,000. Boot camp in Barcelona. He went through a boot camp. Right? Wow, it's a big blog he has written. Really a big blog. So similarly, like this, you have a lot of personal stories. So Lakshmi, are you clear understanding what is a blog? Somebody has, Jaswant Chaudhary has written a blog, I think. So let's see. Oh yes, very nice. We have a blogger amongst us. Very nice. Hi Jaswant. Would you like to say hello to everyone?
Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Yes. Can you share your story, when you started blogging and what was your experience of blogging? Please go. Wonderful to share here.
Sir, it is just from here at Masai school. Nirpal sir told me to blog when I was doing my first big project. When I was doing the construct big project after finishing the unit 2, then he asked us to post our stories there. So I started, and I started from even Masai website. At Masai website, there is always a blog at the dashboard. So I used to read them every day. So from there, I learned like how to write a website, write a blog, and then I write my own blog about the Masai project. And this is the project that we have finished, and the same is there on your
Lovely.
screen.
Thank you, Jashwant. Allow me to scroll it down through for your friends. So this is Jashwant Chaudhary, building a clone of Kickstarter.com. Hello there. We have given you we were given a project to clone website Kickstarter as a part of Construction Week's curriculum. In this blog, I'll be telling you a story how I and my team built a clone website Kickstarter. What is a Kickstarter? How did we start the project? Who were the team members? What was the tech stack? What challenges you faced? You've posted some pictures also here, right? And then move on, create corners. Okay. See, you can see the entire code here. Thank you for giving your precious time to read our blog.
Yes, sir. If you will press on you can read your code here, then you will go to our GitHub account and you will see all the code that are required to do this project.
There you go. Somebody asked, what is a GitHub profile? Fantastic. Very well done. Very well done. So what are the advantages of blog? I'm going to share now. I just wanted to show what is a blog because many people don't know what is a blog. And it requires initially to overcome inertia. Jashwant, thoda bol sakte ho? Immediately you were able to write, or there was an inertia, self-doubt?
Yes, actually, initially I was not able to write, but after showing, even there is a lot of contribution from your session indirectly.
Okay.
As long as I capture your session, I was always trying to contribute something online. I was always trying to share something online, but I was in the lack of confidence to write something there. But after your motivation and Rupul's and Albert, I got such a confidence that I was able to crack that barrier of inertia, and
Yes.
I crossed the boundaries. I just crossed the threshold, and I was able to write the blog.
And does it take too much of your time, Jashwant?
No, sir.
No, exactly. Once you start liking, you will find out time for us, isn't it? ये सब excuses है, मेरा पास time नहीं है, मैं लिख नहीं पाऊंगा. All these are all excuses. The most important is to start small. It doesn't cost you money, right? So yes, it is freedom to express your thoughts about a specific topic. Now, if you look at Jaswant, he has expressed about the project Construction Week ka project jo create kiya hai. So it's a freedom to express, to cultivate online community and engage with audience. So what is a blog? A website that functions as a journal, diary, or a place to post your thoughts and opinions pertaining to a particular subject. It is frequently updated and intended for people to use. There are different types of blogs. Personal blogs, corporate blogs, questioning blogs. But here I'm talking about basic blogs that you write. And imagine that you have created some 3 or 4 blogs during Masai school and you post those links in your resume. Trust me, out of 100 resume that HR would have reviewed, 99 people will not have a blog. And here is a student who has done a blog. Did you see the difference that you can create, the uniqueness that you can bring? So please do this, and it is doable. So a blog must have a title, author, identity, link to other social media, permalink, URL, body, main content, post, date and time the post was published, trackback, comments, etc. Now, the difference between website and blog is a blog is typically a section of a website. But unlike the rest of your website, you need to update the blog section frequently by adding new posts. Your blog is a tool that allows you to engage more with an audience, either by analyzing how many readers share your blog post on social media. In this way, a blog is more like a two-way conversation than the rest of your website. However, a blog can also be an entire website, often it is. So I want to give you a few nuances that you need to take care when blogging. The segment to which message is meant for. Now, normally, if I blog, my segment is normally students, young graduates, or people who are looking to enhance their employability skills. I normally blog around it. Structure, ordering ideas logically so that it makes sense. Look at Jaswant also. He started off with saying why is he doing this? What is he doing? How it was done, and some links. The style can vary from person to person, but you must suit to the audience that you are catering to. Be careful with the word choice. You can't make grammatical errors. Today, Grammarly is there. Get it proofread by somebody. Sentence fluency should be there so that it is easy for others to read also. Write the message in a way it attracts readers' attention. Now imagine Jashwant has written, it will take at least 7-8 minutes for me to go through. If it is not interesting, I will not read. If it is interesting, I will start following some of the Medium blogs and I'll keep getting. Make your content valuable and worthwhile. Don't waste readers' time. Proofread for typos and glaring grammatical errors. Keep it short and simple. Write like you're speaking and keep attention with internal cliffhangers. Okay, so initially you write. As you keep writing, you will get better and better, and make sure that on a regular basis read some blogs also, so that you will get an idea what kind of a writing that happens. Okay, so I want to give you some tips for people who are going to start blogging. Use big and engaging font. Be aware of your background. Give italics very sparingly, go sparingly. Don't forget caps. Use commas and dashes liberally. It should be a storytelling. Blog writing is also a storytelling. Short sentences, only one concept per sentence. No double speak. Use simplest possible word. Write like you talk. Use clear headline. Don't be afraid to make bold statement, but don't mislead people. Keep your copy lively, factual, light, clear, and search engine optimized. Spoon feed the reader. Choose your voice. Active voice is better. Don't take yourself too seriously. Okay, some more tips. The length should be between 600 to 800 words. Don't make it too long. People don't have patience. Ability to make it a short blog is a great. Captivating headlines is very important. Embrace subsections, that is very important. Take advantages of white spaces, include images, GIFs and graphs, and call out wherever it is required. Most important is proofreading. Proofreed, right? Proofreading. Close it in style is also equally important. So why blogging for developers is important is because, according to research, many programmers who share their expertise through problems see the following stats. A developer who have an expertise in jQuery covers about 88% post on jQuery API methods, features, tutorial, personal experience. About 40% of the posts are frequently covered on topics. 75% of the developers post a blog. So it's very important. What will happen when a developer integrates his experience of coding and participates and benefits the users will blog? It's a win-win. Both the reader and the developer wins. To blog, you need to ability to form the entire story, construct the entire story, translate that into meaningful chunks, have strong linkages from one part to the other part, the start, the middle, and the end. The most applicable benefit of blogging is that it helps you to learn new things about programming and helps you in your development process. A blog opens a magical doors to talk to and share your thoughts and make connections. Helps you connect with others bloggers who have great developers teaching stuff. That is what the advantage. Okay, so best form for sharing knowledge, best way to promote yourself, improve your writing skills. When you want to write well, it improves your analytical skills and thinking skills, logical skills. It will make you more insightful. Appreciation and recognition will also come. Okay, so the blogging thing, I will send you a separate note, how, what, why, and how to blog about your project. And I want all of you to do few projects. Okay, let me see if I can get access to Akshay Kadam's blog. That was a good blog which had Janak Badu, Praneeth Reddy. Okay. Let's see this blog before we close. We have just few minutes to go. Okay, so fantastic. So what I'm going to do is the entire sessions on building your online presence, LinkedIn, Twitter, and blog. I'll give you the summary. This entire recording will be available on YouTube Masai channel soon. If you want to refer, you can go there. Start doing it. And it is like a marathon. Slowly you have to build it. Don't expect to become a big blogger and do it immediately. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Have a good day ahead, and we will connect next week same time. And I will be covering many more such topics. Wait, I will share all this maybe by later in the evening or maximum by tomorrow you will get. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.